Hey everybody, good morning, good night, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome back to another episode of Damo Speaks. And of course, I'm your host, Damo. So, guys, for today's episode, I'm going to be talking about building a family on a solid foundation. Now, of course, being in a family, especially like you have your family, your boyfriend has their family, or your girlfriend, significant other, like they got their own family, but then like you create your own little family and you have your values on what you want to be based on in your family, and also your significant other has their you know ideas and stuff for what they want to bring into their family too, that you guys created. And let me tell you off the bat, this is like an important, it's an important thing that you talk to your partner about, like what are their goals and what do they want family wise, like what things like foundation wise that you guys want to build the family on. Like, hey, it could be either like you have both, like you're family oriented, so that means you guys want to go out like on family trips, like maybe twice or three times a year, and just have that good communication, or something like that. And I have like several maybe ideas and things that you guys can help strengthen your foundation. And it might be helpful, might not. You might find different ways. And if you do find different ways, then let me know. Okay? Let me know. Like, I'll put my socials down in the description area, and you guys can message me, inbox me, just tell me what your ideas are. Because sometimes I might not say something and you guys find something, and hey, we can work together on this. Little nudge, nudge. But one thing that I say that will help build on your family foundation is to be present. I know we could think about the future, like I'm already thinking about, Alex education, where he going. If we still staying in Milwaukee, most definitely I want him to go to my old school. But his father has a different idea. And hey, we still working on it, but it's like that's years into the future. Like, we want to think about the now. Like, when is this boy going to be walking fully by himself? Because he wants to walk when he wants to walk. Okay, my son got a mind of his own. Like his mama, he's too damn headstrong. I don't know where he get that from. Like, I know it could be from me, of course, from his grandma, his aunties, his uncles. Okay, maybe just like, both of our sides, because my family and his father's family, like, we all headstrong. So I guess that's where he gets it from, is both sides of the family. Yay. His teenager is gonna kill me, y'all. It's really gonna kill me. Like, side note, this little boy talks back to me. Okay? Like, little boy, you just turned 1 year old. Tone it down a little bit. Like, I told him to stop messing with something. He was like, and did like his little baby babbling on that, that. Like, who is you talking to, sassy mouth? But we gonna nip that in the bud, like saying, no, we don't talk back. And he knows the word no. Then he shakes his head. So, hey, we're on the right track. But yeah, just staying present in like the present time, and just learning what your kid, like personality wise, like learning about your kid, because their personality shows up real quick. Like, you think like, oh, little cute newborn crying and pooping, but then I seen a change when he was like 3 months, and I'm like, okay, this little boy goofy like his daddy and me, but mostly like his daddy. Then he started getting a smirk. And then he started giving me my dad's look, like, I don't play. And he gave me them looks plenty times, and I'm like, okay, don't be like your papa. So it's like them little things, like, you just notice right away. Like, it's your kid, so of course you're gonna notice from then until now. And it's like a huge, complete change. And I'm like, I'm loving it, but then also I'm like, I know this boy didn't. And I'm like, where'd you learn this from? It ain't from me. But just try to keep it into the present, because those little things, it's milestones, people. Milestones. And that's what we're going to talk about in the next episode. But we're going to hushity hush on that one. The other thing is celebrate everybody's achievements equally and please together. Like, I know y'all be having, like, you had your gender reveal and you had your little baby shower, or combine them both, and all your family is there, all his family is there, or their family is there, and everybody's having a ball. And then, like, somebody else is having a party and you're not invited, and you just like, well, what the fuck? I invited you to my shit. Why didn't you invite me to yours? So it's something like that. Like, I know in your own, like, little media family, of course, if your significant other gets a new job promotion or something like that, celebrate, like saying good, can't talk today, people. Say congratulations, babe, boo, hoo-ha, something like congratulations. Or like when I say to my son, like, congrats, it's like, good job, baby boy, you started clapping. Or when he started to walk or said his first word, mama, I'm like, I'm so happy, I'm over the moon and everything. But celebrate your achievements, because in the long run, you taking pictures, that's the stuff that most people remember is your achievements. Like, yes, you fail, we'll remember that too, but you'll cherish and remember the achievements and birthdays, celebrations. Like, that's the good times that y'all need, like, to pump up, like, get together, like, be family oriented, like, throw some goddamn parties and invite everybody. And if that other person is throwing a party too, like, shoot, bitch, you better invite me too, damn it. But hey, that's another thing. Another point that I want to make is also respect. Respect is key. Now, I know some of y'all, most of y'all, whatever, your respect kind of stinks. Now, I know you have to get respect while showing respect. Like, if I respect you, I hope you respect me, because what I dish out to you, I want you to dish right back to me. If I'm cussing you out, and I know that you're going to cuss me out too. But if I'm being cordial to you and I'm nice to you, please have that same respect towards me. And I know with my generation, like, I'm 23, people. I know my generation, like, shoot, we demand respect. But sometimes, like, our mouths get ahead of us. Believe me, I've been popped a couple of times by my mother, but by my mouth. So I know that is, like, a little iffy, but I worked on it and I'm good. Like, now I hold my tongue, I say my piece, but then when you push me to the edge, then of course I'm being very disrespectful to you, because you ain't have to go there, because I don't like going there. It's too ugly. I will hurt you. I will really hurt you. I'll hit below the belt. So I like to keep that honed down, because there's different sides of me, but that's besides the point. But yeah, respect each other. Like, if you want to break with your significant other, please don't go out and talking to no other goddamn person. That's disrespectful. You trying to, like, you have this break set for a reason, because you need to think and they need to think. So think apart. Don't think with your coochie or your dicko or whatever you got. Think with your head. Think with your heart. Because that's the two things that matter. Like, shoot, if you want to tickle your pickle or tickle your the JJs and whatnot, baby, you got a vibrator, you got whatever toys you got. So just respect one another. That's a key set, because it also goes into this other point. It's like, it's setting an example for your children, because it's monkey see, monkey do. And that is so goddamn true. Whatever your kid sees, of course they're going to do it in the long run. Like, I try not to cuss, because I cuss like a sailor. I'm trying to keep it cool and collected on here, because I don't want to have cussing all the time. And also in the workplace, I try not to cuss. I'm trying to be professional. But, baby, I cuss like a sailor, like it ain't nothing. And I'm like, I'm not trying to have my son cuss, because I know with my mom, like, she be having 3 cuss words or 10 or 5 in one sentence, in one breath. And that's how I used to be. And now I don't really do that anymore, because I'm trying to hone that in, because I don't want to teach my son to cuss at a young age. Because now he's hearing what we're saying. Like, he knows how to say apple. We're trying to teach him how to say his name. He can say mama. He can say baba. He can say dada. So it's like, set an example for your kids, because they see everything. They hear everything. They ain't deaf. They ain't blind. So, like, they can see, they can hear. So we gonna have to get it together. Like, if you smoke in front of them, what you think they gonna do? They gonna puff past too. So just be mindful of that. And also, going into the other point is to set boundaries. Have boundaries. Like, it ain't for, of course, like, your immediate family, but also your significant other's family too. Like, everybody needs to have boundaries. I don't like people telling me that I gotta do this and that and just tell me what to freaking do. I don't like that, because then I'm like, okay, am I doing this wrong? Like, I know y'all got kids, but I'm trying to raise my kid on my own in a way. Like, I appreciate the help and the knowledge that you're giving me, but I need to figure this out too on my own. Like, when you first become an adult and you have to make your own doctor's appointment or dentist appointment, your mama and your daddy ain't gonna be there. So, of course, you're gonna have to learn for yourself. And that's also dealing with children and setting those boundaries. Like, ooh, this is one thing, people, is when people kiss my son. Now, you know my circle is so small. It seems big, but no, it's small. And the only people that been with him since birth, since I birthed him out of my coochie, well, actually out of my stomach, because they cut me open. But ever since he been around the same people. The same people. And I trust all these people. And I don't need nobody else that I do not fucking know kissing on my son. Because that starts with RSV. Like I said, that shit ain't cute. That shit ain't sweet. That shit is dead. Because that can harm your kid. And right now, it's flu season. No. Fuck no. So yeah. That's my one of my pet peeves now, because I'm like, don't kiss my kid and everything. So you set boundaries for your family, like, hey, I don't need y'all to kiss him. Please respect that. And if I'm gone, please don't do it behind my back. Because if I find out that he's sick, I'm coming after you. Okay? It's simple and easy. Just like that. So yeah, setting boundaries is the most key. If you pregnant right now, if you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, shit, make a list. Just make a list real quick and write down every single thing that you don't want your significant other's family to do and your family to do and stuff like that. And also boundaries set for your own little family. Like, it's not that hard, and it keeps everything in order and planned. And it keeps the unexpected shit like RSV and other illnesses in babies away. It cuts all of that shit off. And I'm glad that I am surrounded by the same people instead of 10,000 other people. Okay? So, another point of mine that I have is just create a routine and expectations. Like, I know most of us want to get, wealthy and rich and blase, but try to make a schedule about like your day-to-day lives and then also expectations that you want to move forward. Like I said in the last episode, I have a manifestation board and I'm doing SMART goals. Like, this is what I want to do. So, like an expectation, like I expect my boyfriend to, not drop everything that he has to do, but like if I'm calling you and your son is going to the emergency room, baby, I need you to stop that and stop what you're doing and get there. Okay? Now that's an expectation that I have and stuff. So it's like stuff that might occur, like the ER situation, or if you are sick and you don't want your child to get sick, so you have your significant other, taking care of you, like have a mask on or something, like feeding you and, helping you out, but also catering to their baby, because the babies need love too. So just try to create a schedule, because babies, people need consistency. They need structure. They need a schedule. Like, I can't stress this enough. Schedule. Main thing, schedule. Because, without a schedule, you fucked. Because then your kid is still going to be waking up at, like probably 1 o'clock. Then 1:30. Then probably 2:30. Then probably 3. Then probably like 6. Then probably like, 12 or 11 or something like that. So the schedule is all off balance. But if you set a straight schedule, like, okay, we're going to wake up at 7. We're going to brush your teeth, wash your face, blase, eat breakfast. By this time, it's going to be like 9:30, 10 o'clock. At that time, after breakfast, you get your little bye-bye and then you take a nap for 15 to 20 minutes. Then you're up. Then we're going to go to lunch. We're eating our lunch. We're getting all playful. We're doing our tummy time. And then take a little another nap. Then wake up 15, 20 minutes again. Then it's lunchtime. Not lunchtime, dinner time. Yay. We're going to eat. We're going to play. We're going to take a bath. Then we're knocked. You're knocked down to sleep. And then that's your routine. And then you probably might start a different routine after that, because your kid, of course, gets older and schedules are going to be different and whatnot. So just try to be consistent and set expectations, because we're going to need it. We're needing it. Yay. Another point of mine is communicate. Communication is key. This is also another thing that I'm stressing, communication. I am a nonchalant person. Like, if you ask me a question, I'm like, oh, well, okay, whatever. Like, it doesn't bother me, but of course it bothers me because I was so used to putting my feelings on the back burner and putting everybody else's feelings in front of me. That's what fucked me up. That's why I'm in therapy right now. This is why I'm trying to get help for myself and for my son. So please, please, please communicate. Communication is key. And I really can't stress that enough, because anything can happen. If you're not telling your significant other or your family and friends about your struggles, nobody's going to know until the last minute. And that is sad to say, because that do be happening in our society, in our world. Like, all these kids about school shootings, coming up to school with guns because they were being picked on. They were being bullied. And they just snapped. And like, oh, he brought a gun to school and started shooting up everybody. He deserves justice. But what happened to that justice for him when she or he was getting picked on? The teachers didn't want to do nothing. The students are still hurting them and like they're still getting bullied and nobody's stepping in. Like, that makes you wonder and think, like, what's our society is headed to? Like, you want us to call out for help, and when we do, we don't receive that help. So, just communicate with your family, friends, significant other, and especially with your kids. If you guys have teenage kids right now, as we speak, or grown adult kids, please call them right now. Call them right now. Stop this podcast. Call them right now and ask them, how are they doing? Just ask them and tell them truthfully, like, tell me, please, how are you doing? Like, don't sugarcoat it for me. Tell me the truth. Because that really actually helps somebody save a life. Right there. If somebody asks me, like, how are you? And I just break down, then you know that something was wrong with me. And I just need to let anything go. Okay? So please, please, please communicate. It is key. Another point that I do have is create safety in the family. I know that there's so many stories out here that somebody is taking care of your kid and some bad thing happened that your kid sadly passed away. And I'm sorry for any family who is going through that right now or in the past. Like, I am so very sorry, and I hope for the best in the future, and I hope that you're doing well right now. But it's hard to say and trust people around your kid. Like, this daycare that my son is at, I sent him to daycare and he wasn't running no fever. He didn't have a cough. He had like a slight runny nose, but it's always like cold or hot in our room. And so I'm not thinking anything of it. It was a cold. And then I drop him off. I get to work, drive to his daycare afterwards, and found out that these people didn't even call my cell phone to say that my son spiked a fever or anything like that, and said like, oh, well, we didn't know that we can contact you at work. Yeah, bitch. No, you can contact me. You have my number, my auntie number, my dad's number, my sister's number, my other auntie's number. So you have all these numbers in his file, in my son's file, but you didn't call none one of us. Yeah. Okay. So it's good to keep a safety plan involved. Whoever is a godparent, make sure that your godchild has you as an emergency contact on their phones, on their tablets, like in their backpack, something, so that somebody, if they ever get lost or if their backpack is ever found or something like that, like they have your number to go to. Get them to memorize it, or, give it to their teachers or whatnot. Like, just create a safety plan in place, because anything can happen. And that's true in life. Like, it's unfortunate, but it happens. Accidents happen, and sometimes not so much accidents happen. Like, it could be, premeditated or something like that. So just keep that in mind, just to have a plan in place. So, like I said, it's be present in the present, people, okay? Celebrate everybody's achievements and goals together and equally. Also, respect each other. Please, please, please respect each other. Set an example for your kids. Top tier. Fucking top tier. Have boundaries. Please, please, please have boundaries. Also, be consistent. Have a schedule in place. And have expectations. Also, please freaking communicate. Freaking communicate. Okay? Communication is key. Okay? And last but not least, create a safety plan for your family. All right? These points will help you. Okay? They will help you to build a strong, solid foundation within your family. And also probably within your friend group too. And I hope that this message will get out to you. I hope it helps you guys. And if you find other, ways to, help develop a strong foundation, please let me know. Text me, inbox me. I'll be around. I'm on social media. So I'll put my socials down in the description box. And please, follow me, subscribe. And you guys have a blessed day. And I love you guys. And I will, talk to you in the next one.